But to my surprise, my husband, that is 13 years older than me, was also. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Blossom TV. If you are seeing this beautiful face for the very first time, my name is Ovu Patrick. And this channel, I talk about love, I share my story, and I talk about doing relationship the kingdom way. Now, today, I want to share my story. My story about getting married to an older man. I don't even know why I'm blushing. Now, let me just put it out there. The age difference between me and my husband, before I even talk about the age difference between me and my husband, older can be relative. That is, someone can get married to someone that is 5 years more than them, and to them is older. I don't know if you understand me. But for my own case, I got married to my husband, the love of my life, and the age gap is 13 years, 1 and 3. 13 years, yes. That's the age gap between me and my husband. Now, my husband surprised me in so many ways. And probably that's why I want to share this story so that we'll get some things straight. Firstly, I did not want to get married to my husband because of the age gap, that is the age difference. And that's what even prompted me to make this video so that other persons considering their life partner can put so many things into consideration. I loved everything about my husband except the age gap. I just could not make come to terms with it, even when he was preaching and preaching and preaching, because he's a pastor. I could not come to terms with it. My husband surprised me so much. The first surprise was that, I believe that if you get married to someone that is older, the person will be more experienced. That was not my case. I'm going to be specific when I say more experience. That is, I believed that someone that is older, that has gone far in age, will have more experience, let's say, in the bedroom. Because I myself, I was a virgin. But to my surprise, my husband, that is 13 years older than me, was also a virgin. I could not believe it. That was the first shocker. And this goes to show that it does not really matter your age. God's standard is God's standard. Do you understand me? If you are opportune to know God at an early age of your life, His word will guide you. And what seems to be normal, that is an abnormality in our time that has been made normal, will not affect you because it is a standard you will hold on to. So even though one would think in quotes that even though someone is not married, because they are a certain age, they must have experienced or had sexual intercourse. Let me use the word doing the do. That was not his case. So that was the first shock I got, getting married to an older man. We were both, what's the word? We both lacked information about doing the do. If you want to get more details about this, you can watch my wedding night experience video. The second shocker I also got was that my husband was not controlling. One of the reasons I didn't want to get married to an older person is because I'm very outspoken. I can say my mind. If something is not going well with me, I say it. I don't have to close mouth. So I felt if I get married to someone that is older, then definitely he may want to I'll use the word oppress me with age difference. Maybe I might start hearing things like I'm older than you, da 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 da. Even though we are married, I'm not your age mate. You know that kind of stuff now. So I didn't want to be caught in a web of being I'm looking for the word being put in a box or permit me to use the word being oppressed with age. So I just wanted somebody within my age um what's the word? My age, within my age range, someone that was just maybe 2, 3 years older than me. That was what I wanted. Then, like I said, I loved everything about him as I can't wait it except the age. In fact, when he told me that he was interested in a relationship with me, I just went mute because backstory, my husband is my mentor. Mhm. So he was my friend before the issue of relationship came up. And when he even came up with the relationship issue, he went straight to the point. When I say straight to the point, he just made it clear that Alpha, marriage, I want this thing for marriage. And that's what I think that's also one of the perks of getting married to or dating an older man. They already know what they want. So they don't want to waste time. Me myself, my head was still shaking. I didn't, I didn't want I was not okay. I would say I didn't want to get married, but I was not ready for marriage per se. I was not in a hurry. I was just there. Then he was very, very ready. He came ready. So I think that's also one of the perks of getting, let's say, advantages of dating an older man. They know what they want, and most times they don't play with you. That's the general perk, oh, and that's my own experience. You know, people's experience are different. Please, if you are watching me from any um, part of the world. I would love to know if you are married already. I would love to know. What what's it like? What's the age gap? I want to know if there are persons that are like me or persons. I would love to know your own story. Are you married to someone that is older than you, or is within the same age? And what's your experience like? Is the experience being married to an older person okay, or is it toxic? For persons that are married to persons with the same age grade like them, what is it like? I want to know because some of the things in my own is shocking me. And why I was so shocked at my husband's when he when I got the information that there was no, he didn't have, because you would just assume that he should have that knowledge because of the age gap. My sister, my oga head on to the word of God. And it really inspires me. But when it was our wedding day, or let me put it this way, when it was our wedding night, that was when I actually knew that it was as it was what's the word? It lacked information just like I lacked information. So even when I were tried, that's why I said if you watch my wedding night experience video, you understand better. Even though I tried for days leading to weeks and I was not tired, I just said, there is no road there, there is no road there. What he did next surprised me. That was when I know, oh, this man, he need both of us, we are novice. I'm not going to tell you what he did, but just they did something funny. So that is it. Another issue is that I think the cons for me of getting married to an older man, with my own experience, is that people use his age to look at me. Let's say, if we're together and some persons are great, they will greet me the way they will greet him. I think I could discover that getting married to someone that's older than you kind of gives you their age. Of my experience, what's the experience like? I really want to know the experience of other person. It like is he someone married his age to myself. So the respect they give to him, although some of the respect is age, some is his profession, being a pastor and all that. But the respect they give to him, I just collected some of it, if you understand what I mean. Mhm. So, and also one of the advantages of being married to an older person, from my experience, is that they have a way of handling issues with maturity. See, looking at it now, I'm glad, I'm happy, and I'm so excited that I got married to him. Although, disclaimer, this traits he has, I don't think it's only because of his age. I feel it's his person. And this is why I want to drop the disclaimer. Someone can be just 2, 3 years older than you as a lady, or the reverse being the case. I don't know, it depends, got different strokes for different folks. But however, there are persons that are not much older than you, but they act mature. That is the honest truth. There are some persons that they are far older than you, and their attitude will shock you to your bone and to your marrow. So please, I'm just stating my own story. In my own case, the way he handles issues sometimes after I've just done my chichiche, I'll be surprised at the way we just say, wait, calm down. This, and all of a sudden, all all my hot water has come down because he's been able to handle the issue with maturity. So because issues will arise in marriage, that is just that is like it's a basic thing. As far as you are human beings, one or two misunderstandings are about to come. So how would your partner handle it? So mine I would say he handles issues with maturity. But I do not believe it is just because of his age, although age is a contributing factor, but I believe it is his person that is someone that has wisdom. So it's also possible that somebody is not far senior to you, but they handle issues with maturity. That's one thing I want to know. Then hmm, the I want to say this. When it comes to getting married, the reason why I'm sharing my experience is this. When it comes to getting married to someone, whether the person is older or the person is younger, as a child of God, I want us to seek God's face because there are things that are attributed to being married to an older man. Let's say he has more experience, he's more financially stable. Lest I forget. Check your motive. Check your motive. Some persons get married to older men for very, very selfish reasons. And sometimes you'll be surprised that when you feel you are calculating it, the calculation may backfire. And that is why it's okay for you to be, it's okay for you to, I'll use the word observe, screen, check some certain things. But do not do, check your motive for doing things. Because some persons that suffer some certain things being married to an older man, sorry. One other thing that my husband surprised me with, for the fact that he's older than me, is that you would expect that someone that is also older than you would come with a lot of baggage. For example, maybe he has a lot of exes. In my own case, I just want to be honest and plain with my subscribers. I was the second person he dated and got married to. So meaning he dated just two persons for his age. That's why I'm saying that people differs and experiences differ. And you would expect that since he's older than me with 13 years, you would expect that there will be a lot of baggages and I don't know what not and that will come along with it. But that was not my case. It came as my own. I didn't drag him with anybody. No baby mama, no experience of even the bedroom and all that. So that is why I'm saying marrying someone older may not be as it has generally been assumed to be because people's stories are different. People's what's the word? People's personal beliefs. Because a lot of things that contributed when I asked him certain questions and he was answering me and I was surprised and I asked some other questions, I got to understand that some of the things he did and decisions he made that led to the way he is now is based on the fact that he's a child of God and he has been for a very long time. So some things that would naturally have been, let's say, useful exuberance, he didn't really indulge in it because somehow God has been an anchor of his life, even becoming a pastor, even before he became a pastor, because my husband is a pastor. So I want to know your experiences in the comment section. Are you married to someone that is older, or are you currently in a relationship with someone that is older or someone that is younger? And what's your own experience like? I will really want to know. But in all, the summary of it is that whether you are getting to someone older or someone younger, make sure you seek the face of God because your calculation can fail you. Best believe it can fail you. But when it comes to seeking the Holy Spirit, it can open your eyes to things that you do not know. If I should have gone with my own calculation, I would not. Believe me, I would not want someone that is older than me, but when I got a nodding from God, I just followed. And today I am very, very grateful about it. Remain blessed till we meet again.